Hello everyone, this is Pear, and we're playing Assemble with Care, made by the same studio who made Monument Valley. I thought it would be a nice change to try something relaxing to play. Let's get straight into it. Maria's Mix. We plug in the headphones. Oh, we just have to drag it. Yep. And play.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Ooh, there's a little coffee in the corner. It has a pause icon. Ah, that's cute. Alright, put that away. Let's unpack. I picked it up. Do I just drop it? Okay. Click on the clasps to open them. Alright. And we're unpacking.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
Put those together.
My passport. Not many blank pages left now. My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style. Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
Oh, I never thought of putting a scrunchie on a hairbrush.
My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this.
Oh yeah, that's a mood.
I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Easy.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear.
So currently, there's probably more than 10 puzzles. And not sure how difficult they can be.
It was my first morning in Bella Riva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bella Riva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Okay, so no instructions this time. Where do we start? We'll start with the screwdriver. Or maybe we test it? We test this thing? Oh yeah. Oh wait. We use this and scroll that. Oh, we scroll it here.
Why did you do that?
Oh, I have to move it.
How did you do that? I didn't see.
Well, you should be watching, little girl. You're gonna miss out the magic. What is this cup? Why do I have a random cup here? Alright. Oh, we fixed this. I'm not sure what she's going on about some metal thing. How do I... Okay. We'll take this and... Alright. So this cursors rotate the object. Screw that. Take that out.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Yeah, I've been staring at them since the beginning. Oh, that's what the cup's for. Okay, let's rotate it. Take this out. And in we go. And then we rotate it. I guess we have to show that this thing works.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Oh, this looks like a figurine.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Yeah, we just need super glue right there.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Should be fine. Cracks could add a little extra oomph to the style. Alright. Other leg. Does he have another? Yeah, there's one here. Oh. Okay. Alright. We'll start with the base. And then rotate it. Then we glue this. Oh. Alright. Gluing. Gluing. There we go. Perfect. Then we add this. And then the leg.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Woo! Look at all the glue we have. That's the torso. And I guess we can do there.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Look, I put a lot of glue. That's a lot of resources. Should be grateful for my work. Let's make it extra sticky and add glue on this side. There we go. Almost done. This guy needs irises. Kind of looks blank there. Ta-da!
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Oh, so this is Izzy's dad. Oh.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
I should be paying attention to the titles. It's Arrival, Lullaby, Shattered, and Disconnected.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Oh, good thing I know how this kind of phone works. No, actually I don't. I just know how to use it. I don't know how to fix it. I'm assuming that's a replacement part on the left. So we'll unscrew.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Oh, dear.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Okay, now we have parts. Whoa, we can put that away. And how do I put that away? Do I just... okay. I just see a screw here, so I'm just gonna unscrew it. Oh look! There's the problem! Oh, click the Y and drag it to the toolbox. Okay. Whoop. Oh, just pulled it out like that? That's not good. Okay, I'll just leave that here for now. Take that. That would go in the trash. And... there you go. Oh, this is nice.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Oh, I see something else that's broken. We use handy screw. And put it there. Screw that. There we go. It's all brand spanking new. And then I guess we put everything back together. Oh, come on. Rotate.
Still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
What part? You mean the phone? The most important part? I'm guessing this game eventually gives you hints if you're stuck. And currently, I don't need that. I'm just having trouble rotating and holding it in place. The controls are a bit bizarre.
Looks like something is still missing.
Yes, I know, lady! This thing! Oh, okay, all done. Complete!
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Sure. If you can pay, that is. Oh, camera! In focus.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate, not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera, any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Have you tried removing the lens cover? Hey, a screw! First thing to do. Oh, there's more screws there. Okay, just unscrew everything. First tip for this game. Just unscrew all the screws. That is so weird. It's weird when you try to pull it apart and the screws kind of jump out of its place, like it's loose as hell. Okay, I guess- oh! That's the problem.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
I guess not. It's progressively becoming more complicated, which I'm anticipating. Okay. Yeah, so clearly we have to replace this thing.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Oh, wow. Okay, it's gotten more complicated. And it's not easy doing this. Like that? Okay. It seems to make sense, right? Right? Yeah? Okay. Now, I completely forgot where the other parts came from. Okay. And... oh, thank God for guidelines. That goes in the back. Oh!
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Oh, right. Is that a battery? Whoops. Oh, good thing we can just slide that off. Oh no, it's not battery, it's a film. There we go. Good. Easy.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
What, did someone try to fix it and break the reflector thing?
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
They're still sisters.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
We can probably squeeze in one more into this video. That looks easy.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
I'm probably gonna fix her whole business at this point. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Screws. Time to unscrew them. And rotate. Aha. That looks fine. What's the problem here? Are we having a problem with this thing? Okay. Okay, what is this? Oh, we need a on switch attached. So that goes... Excuse me? Put it back. Put it... Alright. That goes here, right? Clearly? It goes... there. Oh, we have to glue it. I don't see I had a glue thing there. There. Extra glue. So she can use the slime forever. And then... oh, wire. Like this. That works. But this is easier than the camera. We just attach those, just pop them in. And uh-oh. Is that meant to happen? Is it meant to be this loose? What's that? What is this here? That's what I'm wondering. Oh well. It should be fine. There, works. I really don't know what this hole is for.
Flat? Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Flashes?
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Oh, okay. Here's the challenge. No way, we have to unscrew everything again. Alright, so I assume this goes here, right? This hole? No? Oh. Oops! No! No, I'm good. Ah, right. I have to glue it. And then... Okay. And we just drag this here. I'll just push that. In case she's like, oh no, I want it better than this.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
She did want to add something. And it fills up that hole! Thank goodness, it was bothering me. There we go. That should be enough. And... Alright, how does... Oh, okay. It should be fine. Do we want these to flash though? That looks about right. Oh, I'll just put it here. And what does she even serve? Pizza? No. It's a cafe, right? I can't remember what her restaurant is about. But we'll just try all of them.
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Okay, it was Carmen's pizza.
I should make sure I screw everything back together.
Yes, I know. It's not easy rotating this object in mid-air. Where'd my cursor go? Oh.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
Hold on. The sign has an ice cream cone on it.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
But she was fine with the pizza sign? Does that mean anything?
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
Excuse me, I worked hard on it.
And with that,
It's an
we
ice
disappeared
cream.
inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Oh well, the ice cream looks nice. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna end it here. This is just something new I'm gonna try, and I'll probably make a couple more. It's very relaxing. I usually like these kind of story games when the mood asks for it. And it's a good break from playing a lot of Phasmophobia games recently. Well, if you're here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!